Today I'm checking out episode 25 of Star Trek The Original Series. Last episode we left off with This Side of Paradise, where we got to see Spock's summer romance as he fell in love with Layla, and for the very first time in his life, he was happy. Before we get started, comment of the video. This is from the Tomorrow is Yesterday reaction. Alan Dougal 8913. Sorry again if I mispronounced that. The jet fighters in this episode are stock footage of the F-104 starfighters. By all accounts, terrible planes, known as the Widowmaker, for killing its pilots. No one would have questioned one breaking up for no reason. So without further ado, let's get into episode 25.
All quiet. Didn't see a thing, Chief.
Nobody ever does. Whatever the thing is, it's already killed 50 people. Realize before how dark it is down here.
Stay on your toes, Schmitter. Keep your phaser in your hand at all times.
I like Schmitter's voice.
If you hear anything or see anything, call in. Somebody can be here in 3 minutes.
That can happen in 3 minutes. Is it true the Enterprise is on its way?
It's coming.
Could get here in the next 4 hours?
Can't believe they're just leaving him on his own like that. A lot can happen in 20 seconds, apparently.
Schmitter. Like the rest of you.
Schmitter has been smitted. The Devil in the Dark.
Spock, Dr. McCoy, and I have beamed down to meet with Chief Engineer Vanderberg, administrative head of Janus 6.
All right, let's assume there is a monster. What has it done? But what happened?
First, the automatic machinery, piece by piece, started to almost disintegrate. I don't know what this butchering monster is, but I know what it's doing. Our maintenance engineers sent down into the drifts to repair the corroded machinery. We found them, seared to a crisp.
There is no current volcanic activity on this planet, Captain.
He's right, none. At first, the depths were down deep, but they've been moving up toward...
I love all the research Spock does before he goes to a planet. Like, he just knew that straight off his head.
I'd like to examine the body.
We kept it for you. There isn't much left.
Who else has seen this?
I have.
Describe it.
I can't. I only got a glimpse of it. Big and shaggy.
Excuse me?
You mean shot at it?
No, I mean shot it. With this.
Fascinating.
A good, clean shot.
I love how that blew Spock's mind, but showed no emotion in his face. He's like, fascinating.
What is this?
It's a silicon nodule. There are a million of them down there. No commercial value.
What, a geological...
Spock just going around, just picking up random objects like, huh, what is this thing? That would so be me just going around touching everything. What is this?
Just find that creature, whatever it is. I've got a quota to meet.
It's all about a quota, not about saving people's lives.
Almost as if he'd been thrown into a vat of extremely corrosive acid.
Strong enough to eat machinery?
Strong enough to eat anything else away you can think of.
I thought that creature might be the thing that's eroding all the machinery.
Be accepted as accurate. The creature would have to have moved at an incredible rate of speed.
Mm-hmm.
If we could force another appearance of this creature.
When that creature appears, men die.
What are these men doing exactly? They're just wandering around these caves, or are they actually working? I would so love to be in an episode of Star Trek to do that scene.
But what about abnormal life functions?
Something's happening in the reactor room. Back to your stations. Look at that.
I wouldn't touch it, Captain. An extremely active corrosive.
Didn't that guy just touch it while walking in? I was going to say about that, but Spock already said it.
Main circulating pump for the entire reactor. It's gone. Without the pump mechanism, the reactor will go supercritical. It could poison half the planet. We can't shut it down. It provides heat and air and life support for the whole colony.
Death by asphyxiation? Death by radiation poisoning?
Leave in the comments below which option you prefer to die by. Radiation's the worst, right?
Get together what you need and beam down here with it.
Top priority.
Hi, Captain.
I'll be right down. Scott out.
Chief, the alternative is to evacuate all you people up to the Enterprise. A dozen planets depend on you for Aegeum for their reactor.
I'm concerned with my people right here, Kirk. They're being murdered.
Oh, well, at least he's concerned about his people. Okay, I doubted him.
You think the creature is trying to push the colonists off the planet?
Life as we know it is universally based on some combination of carbon compounds. But what if life exists based on another element?
You're creating fantasies, Mr. Spock.
But silicon-based life would be of an entirely different order. Possible that our phasers might not affect it.
Certainly not Phaser 1, which is far less powerful than Phaser 2.
How about this?
We need to find a big weapon.
Silicone-based life is physiologically impossible.
A creature can exist for brief periods in such an atmosphere before returning to its own environment.
Have Lieutenant Commander Giotto assemble the security troops and arm them with phaser number 2. You make the proper adjustments.
I wonder how far those phases go. Who was phaser number 3, 4, 5?
Recall that Vanderberg commented there were thousands of these at a lower level which the machinery opened just prior to the first appearance of the creature.
How's it going, Scotty?
Well, sir, it's a plumber's nightmare, but it'll hold for a bit.
Scotty, ride herd on it. Kind words, tender loving care. Kiss it, baby it, flatter it if you have to, but keep it going.
That's how Kirk would fix anything.
We'll proceed from level to level, checking out every foot of...
Oh no! He sent in the red shirts to go after it? Oh, I can only see this ending badly.
I want no more deaths.
Except the bloody thing.
The creature may or may not attack on sight, however, you must. Commander Giotto, take your detail, go directly to the 23rd level, start your search there.
Aye, aye, sir.
I do hope they go in pairs and not by themselves.
I want your people to stay on the top level together and at a safe place.
I don't know any safe place, Captain.
At least the captain's leading by example. I thought he wouldn't be down in the caves with them, but he is.
Life form, Captain. Bearing 111 degrees. Elevation 4 degrees.
I love all these death sequences. The zoom in of the camera and then the creature just comes up.
Never even had a chance to fire, Captain.
It's only been seconds since we heard him scream. The creature must still be around.
This tunnel, my readings indicate it was made within the hour. Moments ago, in fact.
Are you certain?
I'm quite at a loss.
It's a pizza monster?
Astonishing that anything of that bulk could move so rapidly.
What are you trying to say, Spock?
Did you see it, sir?
Yes, we saw it. Where does the tunnel go, Mr.
Readings indicate...
It looked like a big piece of pizza running around.
Did you get a shot at it?
Yes.
I took a bite out of it because it looked like pizza.
Closest approximation I could come to would be fibrous asbestos. A mineral, Captain.
Then your guess was right.
Capable of moving through solid rock as easily as we move through the air.
That would account for the tunnels.
Correct.
Powerful enough to dissolve the door of the reactor chamber.
And it explains the murdered men.
Yet we only damaged it. It still lives.
You mean it's impossible to kill?
No, it might require massed phasers.
We're trying to kill this thing, but we kind of destroyed its habitat.
In pain, somewhere back there.
We're the ones attacking it, it's just defending its territory.
And I've located one creature moving rapidly through native rock, bearing 201. And that is all.
One creature in 100 miles. And we're dealing with more than one creature, despite your tricorder readings. Or we have a creature with an extremely long lifespan.
If it is the only survivor of a dead race, to kill it would be a crime against science.
I completely agree, Spock. We mined into its territory.
Our mission is to protect this colony, to get the Phrygium moving again. This is not a zoological expedition. If we have to, we'll use our phasers to cut our own time.
As in a lot of episodes of Star Trek, mankind does destroy.
And the creature must die.
I see no alternative myself, Captain.
If you see it, concentrate your phaser fire at what appears to be its head. Concentrate it, maintain it. It is definitely resistant, but it can be hurt. If it can be hurt, it can be killed.
Now imagine if this pizza monster was a puppy running around, the only one left in its species. Would you kill it? Probably not. See, if the creature looked cute, you wouldn't do it.
I merely thought that if the opportunity arose...
I will lose no more men. The creature will be killed on sight, and that's the end of it. Mr. Spock, you are second in command. This will be a dangerous hunt. Either one of them.
He's trying to get rid of Spock.
Odds against you and I both being killed are 2,200 to 1.
2,228.7 to 1. Those are pretty good odds, Mr. Of course. Well, I hate to use the word, but logically, with those kind of odds, you might as well stay. But please stay out of trouble, Mr. Spock.
That is always my intention, Captain.
I love these light-hearted moments.
Can you fix it again?
Negative, Captain. It's gone for good.
Start immediate evacuation of all colonists to the Enterprise. We don't have enough phasers for you.
Then we'll use clubs. We're not being chased away from here.
We're gonna beat it up with a bat.
The reactor will go supercritical in about 10 hours, sir. You have that long to find the mechanism.
Captain, we are being watched.
Are you sure? Intuition? You take the left, I'll take the right.
Should we separate?
2 tunnels, 2 of us. We separate.
I don't think it's a good idea to separate. But remember the odds. Not likely they're both gonna die. Are those circle sphere things eggs?
Found a whole layer of these silicon nodules of yours. Hundreds of them. Explain.
Only a theory I have. Captain.
Pizza Man tried to collapse the cave on him.
Jim!
Jimmy boy!
I could phaser you out.
No, you better not. Any disturbance might bring down the rest of the wall.
Please proceed with extreme caution. I shall quicken my pace.
Very well, Mr. Spock. I'll meet you at the other end.
Okay. Those are cool effects for the time. He hasn't attacked Kirk. Oh. It is like a dog. I wonder how they are using that. Is somebody in there on a little device going back and forth?
The creature is in this area.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it, Spock.
It's not necessary, Mr. Spock. I know exactly where the creature is.
Where, Captain?
10 feet away from me.
Kill it.
It's not making any threatening moves, Spock.
Kill it.
I thought you were the one that wanted it kept alive.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a surprise from Spock.
I remind you, it is a proven killer. I'm on my way.
Them walking around the caves with a stupid bat.
Well, what do we do? Just talk it over? It's your move. No, don't shoot. Come on over, Mr. Spock.
This is a really interesting situation we have on our hands. But it seems like he doesn't want to hit them. He's just protecting his territory.
Seems to be waiting. I tried talking to it, but didn't do any good. They're all through here. All over the place. Thousands of them.
You're aware of the Vulcan technique of the joining of 2 minds.
Gonna join minds with this pizza?
Terrible personal lowering of the mental barriers. But if there's a chance...
I was not expecting that.
Waves and waves of searing pain.
Phaser must have really hurt him. No kill eye.
No kill eye.
It's really cool that he's able to do that.
Promise that it won't kill us.
In my brief contact with the creature's mind, I discovered it as a highly intelligent, extremely sophisticated animal. In great pain, of course, because of its wound. Calls itself a hoarder.
Oh, he likes to collect things.
Marta. Mr. Spock, we need that.
Oh, did he not say hoard? I thought he said hoarder. That's why he collects all those balls.
Grab your medical kit and come down here on the double. I've got a patient for you.
Is somebody injured? What happened?
Never mind. Just come down to the 23rd level.
How's he gonna patch this guy up?
He's a healer, and let him heal. Mr. Spock.
Bones, I got a job for you.
I want to know why...
Good luck.
Where are you?
We're at the end of the tunnel. Shall I let him through?
Under no circumstances. Allow them in here yet. The minute Doc McCoy gets there, send him through.
And have this massive mob trying to kill the creature. Hopefully they don't get through.
devils.
Devils in the dark are maybe the humans and not the creature itself.
Murderers. Stop them. Monsters.
What in the name of...
Bash it up, Bones.
It's wounded badly. You've got to help it.
Help that? The thing is virtually made out of stone.
Help it. Treat it.
I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
One of the best lines yet.
Tell it we're trying to help.
To the chamber of the ages.
Chamber of the Ages.
In the vault of tomorrow. For the murdered children.
My theory is that these silicon egg the balls are eggs of the creature, and they've been taking them away.
You search for is there. Into the tunnel. There is a passageway.
And we're gonna go in and kill it.
You're going to stay here.
That's right, Lieutenant. Just beam it down to me immediately, and never mind what I want it for. I just want it.
Need some cement and bricks, just beam it down.
Murderers have won.
Spock, come out of it. I found the unit in there. It's in pretty good shape. I also found about 1 million of these silicon nodules. They're eggs, aren't they?
Yes, Captain. Eggs.
Their operations destroyed thousands.
They were killing the eggs. Oh. Mutiny!
Fine. No, don't fire!
Kill it!
First man that fires is dead.
That thing has killed 50 of my men.
And you've killed thousands of her children.
Bam! Have some of that.
Those round silicon nodules that you've been collecting and destroying, they're her eggs.
They are the real monsters, or devils.
50,000 years, the entire race dies. All but...
Why would you let that happen? Because what if that one creature dies? That's the end of the species. That is very risky.
No objection to sharing this planet with you until you broke into her nursery and started destroying her eggs. And she fought back.
Yeah, just keep on mining. Just leave that hatchery.
You mean if these eggs hatch, there'll be thousands of those things crawling around down here?
They digest rock. They tunnel for nourishment.
And they are the most inoffensive of creatures.
They could actually help them out, tunneling.
The Horta moves through rock the way we move through air, and it leaves tunnels. The greatest natural miners in the universe. They tunnel, you collect and process.
That's what I was saying.
Your process operation would be 1,000 times more profitable.
It's taking the workers' jobs.
The Horta is badly wounded. It may die.
It won't die. By golly, Jim, I'm beginning to think I can cure a rainy day.
Bones can cure anything.
Hold it into the wound, and it'll act like a bandage until it heals. Take a look.
She and her children can do all the tunneling they want. Our people will remove the minerals, and each side will leave the other alone.
The Horta has a very logical mind. And after close association with humans, I find that curiously refreshing.
That's such a great solution. I love that. For all parties.
Just wanted to tell you the eggs have started to hatch, Captain. First thing the little devils do is start the tunnel. I'm afraid to tell you how much gold and platinum and rare earths we've uncovered.
So hopefully they just don't abuse their power.
Once Mother Horta tells her kids what to look for, you people are going to be embarrassingly rich.
She found humanoid appearance revolting. She thought she could get used to it.
Oh, she did she? Now tell me, did she happen to make any comment about those ears?
But I did get the distinct impression she found them the most attractive human characteristic of all.
Oh.
I didn't have the heart to tell her that only I have...
She really liked those ears?
2 episodes in a row, Spock pulling the women.
Because she approved of you.
Really, Captain, my modesty.
I suspect you're becoming more and more human all the time.
Captain, I see no reason to stand here and be insulted.
Ahead, warp factor 2.
What a phenomenal episode that was.